Good evening, and welcome to another Midnight Matinee back in Warsword Conquest. I sound just like an announcer for the Cubs at Wrigley Field. I'm not Harry Carey's grandson. We're going to jump into Warsword Conquest, an appropriate, weird, bizarre mod for Mountain Blade Warband here at midnight, rock and roll. Looks like I went on a diet. Awesome, and good evening if you're tuning in now or later. Thanks for tuning in. Here, there, and everywhere. And so we have a bit of catching up to do here in Warsword Conquest. So first, there was Warsword Conquest mod for Mountain Blade Warband. And then there was Warsword Conquest Southlands. And then there was Warsword Conquest Southlands Final. And then there was Southlands Final Patch. And then there was Southlands Final Mini Patch. And so I have 3 save files that are corrupted because, as we all know, usually when a game is updated or a mod is updated, save files are not going to be compatible. So I had about 200 days of playthrough with a level 16 grind as a skeleton pirate. So we're going to be starting a new save file because my other 3 save files are corrupted due to the patch updates. And so thank you for the updates. The mod is very different. It's very strange. It's very different than other Mountain Blade Warband modifications. We're in the world of Warhammer, which I'm not familiar with. I'm not familiar with the lore. I'm not familiar with the world. I'm not familiar with the game. I've never played Warhammer. I don't know too much about it. Many of you have, and if you have played this mod and you played the original game, comment below on YouTube. What were your thoughts of this mod? Did you like this mod? I think this mod's very different. It's far out. It's a great pastime to chill and adventure and explore. And I haven't scratched even 10% of this world at all. We got to level 16. We became a lord for the skeleton pirates. We were granted a couple of fiefs, so I had a nice income coming in and may have even started a business. I had a nice army of about 100 skeleton warriors. I had probably a dozen really cool trippy companions. But we're going to take a look really quick at what happens when you try to load up old save games for newly updated Mountain Blade Warband mods before I delete those playthroughs that are no longer compatible with the latest patches for the final edition, just to show the weirdness of what could happen. It's always best to just start a new playthrough, but as usual, most of you are familiar with the fact that I'm not going to grind my character all over again. I'll be importing our brooding romantic skeleton pirate hero of the evening, Black Dougal, which was another one of my original characters for Warband. Black Dougal was a hero from Dungeons and Dragons fame back in the 70s when I was a kid. I think it may have been one of Gary Gygax or maybe his son's characters is where I picked the name up from old D&D from when I was 12 years old, back when dinosaurs wore tie-dyes. And so this is a really trippy mod. It's very different than any other Warband mod. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the Warhammer world at all, so this is really new to me. And worth noting, I mod probably 90% of what I play, and I don't mean I add mods that other people make. I modify the game myself with the majority of things that I made from scratch. This mod that we're playing tonight, Warsword, I've only modified 2 things in it. Since we're playing a skeleton playthrough, I put in a new menu screen, a main menu screen with skeleton pirates. And I also changed the main menu music because when I enter a game, simply because of my brain with MS, I don't want epic, blaring, jamming, blasting freaking music that's going to make my hair pop out and stick to the walls. And so I changed it to some Warlord mellow midnight matinee music here on the Spanish skeletal main. And I'm hoping that there's ships. What kind of skeleton pirates are going fighting without ships? We have to see if there's some ships. We have to score ourselves a pirate ship. right? Skeletons on a pirate ship fight, and I can't freaking wait. I had a skeleton mount. I had a skeleton horse. It was awesome. And so all of that's gone with the new playthrough. I'll be starting a new playthrough. I'm keeping my level 16 character. What does that mean? All of our relationships will start at 0. We will have no friendship or buddy points with any of the lords. We will not be a vassal. We will have no fiefs. We will have, I'm keeping my coin. I probably have 15, 16, 20,000, maybe something like that. A little bit of money to get started. I'm keeping my character. I lose everything though. I lose all the relationships, my fiefs, everything. My army is gone. My companions are gone. And so no big deal. It's a chance to re-explore things. The downside with multiple sclerosis is sometimes we have short-term memory loss. I have short-term memory loss. The upside is it's like a brand new game all over again every time. And so if you're joining me now or later here in good old Warsword Conquest, and I've met a lot of you through this game. I've met a lot of you guys over the past 3 years. And thanks you guys for all of you who have tuned into my YouTube channels. I've recently partnered with YouTube. And I've been working out a partnership with YouTube for about 3 years. I got serious on YouTube several years ago. But my gaming channel is getting there. I started my gaming channel when I went live on Twitch. And so what I'm getting at is thank you for your comments on this mod. Thanks for watching the videos and what we used to do with the old Warsword. And I did a little bit of modding in that too. But what we'll be looking at tonight, I really haven't touched at all. I added a menu graphic and I added one main menu tune. Everything else is straight up vanilla right out of the Warsword Conquest box. And so if you haven't played this mod, I highly suggest this mod. It has Warlord stamp of approval, 5 stars. It's very different than anything else in the world of Tale Worlds. Rock and roll. And welcome to another also episode of Women's History Month. It was nice hanging out with all my female friends today who are MS warriors and history warriors. A couple of my friends I hung out with today, Heather and Sheila. Sheila's a history buff and she plays warband, and Heather's a fellow MS warrioress, and happy Women's History Month to you all. Who is your favorite? Name one of your favorite historical icons from history. Comment below or in the chat. And if you haven't been to the Shield Wall channel, the Multiple Sclerosis Shield Wall here on Twitch, I welcome you again to join us. And that's all I have to say about that. Boy, it's warm in here. So we'll get in. We'll start a new character, but we'll go through the character creation process to see if anything's changed. So we have Southlands Edition, Southlands Final, and the 2 last patches, and that should be it. And thank you guys for your hard work. This is a whole new world for me. I mean, granted, we've been playing it for 3 years, but I never really dug in. I mean, really dug in. You know, we became a vassal, got a couple of villages. Yeah, we did. Turn that music on, son. There we go. Rock and roll. Bitrate's looking good. Earth to New York. Earth to New York. Awesome, awesome. Everything's looking groovy. Let my connection get nice and juicy to the Brooklyn Bridge. Yep, we're connected right to the torch and the Statue of Liberty. Awesome, awesome. Look at all the bots start to roll in. Delete those bots, my fellow streamers. Shooky, nice to see ya. Shooky was streaming. Yeah, Shooky is streaming. Legend of Zelda. Awesome. And Scar is streaming. One of my MS teammates, and Ichigo is streaming. Awesome. Let's get in, have some fun. Everything should be groovy. It was a good day indeed. My legs are done. Well done. I'm doing pretty good. Had a nice day with the cat, nice day of modding, working on scenes, graphics, videos, and audio. That's what I do all day. Stay creative, my friends. Right. Yeah, and I can't find all the stuff that I did. I did all kinds of stuff for the last time we played Warsword. I did all kinds of menu work on that shit. I modded a bunch of the music. These guys put a lot of work into this. And I didn't know we could nest folders in the mod folder. That's cool. Opens up a whole new door to audio triggers. That's cool. When you go into certain places, certain things will play. Yeah, nesting the folders, rock and roll. And I have to say, I have to give a salute and a big shout outs to these mod devs for Warsword Conquest. For my own mods, and I mean the mods that I work on when I mod a game, and I don't mean I just throw a mod in there to somebody else make, the shit that I make myself with my own two hands. When I mod a game, what I mean is I create it myself, and I mod the game myself. I don't download a bunch of shit and throw it in there. Not the same thing. But I have to say, with that experience and what I play in my machine, and the mods I do use, and the mods I create, and the mods I do download and use, their version, and if you guys are listening, you guys are watching this video, and it's chances are you probably are, and thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel the past 3 years here on my gaming channel. You guys have made the best version of WSC that I have used. The version of WSC that comes with, that these guys constituted into Warsword Conquest, works the absolute best for all of my Mountain Blade Warband mods, games, everything. This version that these guys did for Warsword Conquest, legal, 1257, everything you guys have been seeing me stream, I rarely use WSC2. With WSC2 on my own machine and a lot of the mods that I play and mods that I create, okay, I actually have to turn the settings down lower than I've ever had to turn them down. It actually lags out a lot of my games. Some of my games it's a must-have. For example, Between Empires runs a heck of a lot better. A few mods. The majority of my mods, I use Warsword Conquest's version of WSC. For those of you who wondered, what does Warlord use? This is what I use. I'd use their version of WSC. Boy, it's good. It works so good for me. It works their version of WSC works better for me for my Tale Worlds games than WSC2, 2K, SEK, whatever else there is. But this WSE version works so good with my stuff. Crashes from gun flashes, things like that. I actually have a lot more issues with WSC2 than I do their version of WSC. So what these guys did with WSC for Warsword Conquest for me, it's 5 stars. Rock and roll. Hot diggity dog. I just need to change the video. Indeed. There we go. Rock and roll. Talk all night if you let me. That's why I got a Twitch channel. And I'm not talking to myself. I'm not sitting here on my Twitch channel like a bunch of you weirdos sitting there talking to yourselves. That's strange. If you guys walk down the street talking to yourselves, man, be a couple of guys with trench coats and butterfly nets after you. Me, I got a cat, right? So I have an alibi for talking to myself, right? So you guys, all you streamers, adopt a cat. That's the upside. Downside is people are gonna think you're wacky sitting there talking to yourself on your live stream. The upside is you get to adopt a cat for an alibi. It's the best. Right, Tucker? That's right. You're such a good kitty. Let's go, silly. Hot diggity dog. Yeah, one last Warsword. And it is National Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month all over the world of the international galaxy of Martian sickness, mostly sexy, and multiple sclerosis. And so thank you for tuning into my messages. And if you'd like to donate to the MS Society to help cure this illness that has put 3 million of us in some really messed up, strange place, you can click that link right there in the chat and you can donate any amount that you are able. Every little bit helps. Helps fund research to help cure this illness, new medications to stop my deterioration. And if you have donated to the MS Society in the past, thank you on behalf of all of us with MS, all 3 million of us. And for all you MS warriors streaming to end MS this month, my hats are off to you. All my hats. I'm wearing 3 of them right now. Ah, diggity dog. Awesome. I can't remember. I don't know. I don't think I did that head. I don't know. I think they did that head. Yeah, they had to have done that head. Maybe they did that head. I don't know. I remember I put a head there. There was an old version of Warsword, and it had a different main bitmap. This is a bitmap on there. Yeah, I think I put a head on there. I don't think I did that one though. I don't know, could be mistaken. But if I did put the head on there and you guys saw that I put the head on there and then you guys put the head on there, awesome. Dude, I want to be that guy. Look at that freaking head. I want to put that guy's head on. Look at those freaking teeth. How does he eat burgers? Awesome. I forgot a little intro music, and welcome to Warlord's World here in Wonkaville on the Goofysburg Raceway. Yep. We're going to do something different this before it gets too hot, because once it gets too hot, MS awareness message of the day. Most people with MS that I know, and I've interviewed over 1,000 people easily in the last, since 2015, started talking to people about MS, interviewing people. Most people, we're heat sensitive, where our body temperatures are, I want to say, 10 degrees higher than everybody else who doesn't have MS. And so summertime, people with MS, folks with MS, a lot of us, we're stuck inside. We can't go out in that heat. Most of my friends with MS report over the years, and most of my friends with MS have had MS a lot longer than I have. A lot of my friends with MS are lifers. They've had MS for decades. And a lot of them, the majority of people with MS report that the summer, once it gets over 75 degrees, they don't go outside. I still stay out on the balcony live streaming, drinking some iced tea until it's like 80, 85. I love the heat. I love the tropics. But shit, with MS, that's what we're talking about when we say we want back to things that we lost. I sure as heck would love to go down to the Caribbean again, go to the beach, go fishing. That'd be awesome. Having a barbecue, nice 105-degree heat. I used to love to work when it was 100 degrees, work my ass off. And I never, ever did, ever, not a single time. In 38 years, claim unemployment. Never. Hats off to you, Warlord. So with the summer coming on and the heat going up, and a lot of us with MS can't get outside, this is my screen I made today. I'd like to make that title smaller so it fits and it's not so off the screen, right? Maybe another time. Change that. You guys, Warsword Conquest Final Edition, get that title off the menu. It looks terrible. Yep, this is a Warlord playthrough. I tell it how it is. Love that Tourette's, baby. Ain't no pill cure this honesty. Rock and roll. I was diagnosed with a light form of Tourette's, whatever that means, in March of 2018 by 2 doctors from the government appointed by Social Security. And they didn't even bring freaking donuts either. And so if there's no cure for something, if there's no cure for narcolepsy, if there's no cure for Tourette's or multiple sclerosis or hereditary hemochromatosis or chronic costochondritis, I have all those things. My cure is just as good as anybody else's. A dozen donuts a day, baby. Because if you got my shit, you're losing weight. You're losing weight, chow down. And if you've ever lost 150 pounds, eat a box of Pop-Tarts. You deserve it. Every freaking bite. Rock and roll, man. I like that screen. Good job, Warlord. Holy shit. So check this out. So here's our old playthroughs. Just like I said, here's how's our volume and stuff looking? It's a little loud for me. Where are we at? 78? Now this is my menu music that I put in here. This I didn't touch. This is not a Warlord edition at all. Usually I mod everything I play. The only thing I modded was the menu screen and the title music that we're listening to now. I needed something chill, right? The menu music is freaking epic. Boy, it'll knock your socks right off. Boom, they shoot right off your feet. Your hair goes up like Beetlejuice. It's crazy. Right on. So we're looking. I love the sounds. Listen to that. Isn't that cool? That's cool. I love the little details. Good job, guys. I like to look at that. How the copper lights up on the buttons. Nice. Yeah, you guys did a good job. I'm a texture guy. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a coder. I started programming and coding 40 years ago. Ain't my gig. I studied the very first computer animated course ever offered in the United States at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. Didn't learn shit until video games. We started changing video games and putting our faces in airplanes that were flying around in on AOL in '93, the good old days. And so when I see this and you guys made this with your own hands, sweet, I love this. When you're doing work, I've continued my artwork to this day. Taking it to a different canvas. This is my canvas. Can't go wrong, rock and roll. Taking a world and changing it to however you want it. That's a good piece of creativity right there. Yep, it all started when I wanted Popeye and Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny in the same cartoon, but they weren't, so I put them in the same cartoon. When I was a kid at Lincoln School, and so I think everything's groovy. It was just a little loud. The music was a little loud. But it's not loud for you guys, I know. Listen to the seagulls. I put seagull music and stuff in there. This is some pirate music I mixed by the Fleischers. Thank you, Brandon Fleischer. So dig it. So here was our last playthrough. It's all messed up. It's totally botched up. So this is what happens when you take save files from older versions of the game you're playing and you try to play them with the newest version. And I tried to salvage this shit, was not going to work. So F it. You're like, whatever. I could play Warband, Tail Worlds. I can play Tail Worlds because that's what these mods are. These mods are Tail Worlds. Worlds full of tales to be told and written and lived through by each and every one of us. Rock and roll. Shout outs and high five and hats off to Tail Worlds. You guys have given me more fun than any other game in the last 10 years. Awesome. Immersification, baby. Look at that nice blue on that ocean. I'm a texture guy. That's what I was saying. This texture's all right. It's pretty good. I didn't mess with that. Now, in past versions of this mod, I've modded the fuck out of it. And cursing is the crutch of the crippled conversationalist, and I am crippled and I love to converse, so I just might curse. The trees, I modded the trees, I modded the ground texture in previous versions because I thought it looked like dog shit. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you it looks like dog shit. I can't help it. The trees sucked, the landscape texture sucked, and now look at it in the final edition. Boy, it looks awesome. You guys, good job. Thank you for giving me a mod that I don't have to mess with. Yeah, I love the font. Yep, the mountains look kick-ass. Look at that. Right on. So back 30 years ago, it was almost 30 years ago, it's 25 years ago, right about the same time that Windows 95 was released. And you heard Mick Jagger saying, "Start me up." And Bill Gates paid Mick Jagger $12 million to use that song for Windows 95. About the same time, look at that badass castle. About the same time, digital cameras can't hit the market. It changed everything for video gaming. And so what did I do? I'm sitting there, I'm flying Red Bear in 3D. There's 100 people flying around on this server, shooting each other down at lunchtime in squads. And I was the Rittmeister. I was the captain of JG1, the Flying Circus, the very first flight sim squad on the internet, clan on the internet ever. It was JG1, the Flying Circus, and flight sims. Very first squad ever, flight sim squad. Created by James Baron Von Helton himself, rock and roll. James Von Helton, if you're ever watching my videos here on YouTube, I'd love to hear from you. You too, Mitchell. So we're flying around in these worlds, and I'm flying by this barn, right? You guys have watched my Red Baron videos my Red Baron videos are some of my most popular videos on YouTube. I'm so glad you guys are interested in classic, the best damn World War I flight sim ever made, Red Baron 3D. Rock and roll. Shout outs to Flybert, Pepe Le Pew. I shot him down more than anyone. You poor thing. That booming and zooming shit didn't work, did it? Dude, dig it. Look at this world. So let's check out our, this is what I'm talking about. Anyway, I totally digress. Welcome to the world of mostly sexy multiple sclerosis. And so our banner's botched. We lost all of our gear. This is completely effed up. Look at this. So this is an old save file that is not compatible with the latest version of the game. I'll try to stay on track. I can talk about everything, so much to say. There's so little time. This is a vassal of Lord Critis Slick, the Seer Lord, head of the Order of Grey Seers. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not the Lord of Training Field, Training Field, Training Field, Training Field. So you see, this is what happens when you try to continue your save in an updated mod. It ain't gonna work. And so this is why we're starting over. And so when I loaded up Dougal's gear, I'm like, where did I get this stuff? Right? And all my shit's I had this armor on, which isn't that just totally badass? That's so freaking cool. Look at that. But of course, you cannot wear gear. We're not supposed to be able to wear this. Yeah, we're not supposed to be able to wear gear, not in our race. You can only wear clothing. We're a skeleton, okay? So I can only wear gear for our hero. Okay, but when I loaded this up, this had like weird shit all over it. Yeah, restricted items, you see what I'm saying? But this stuff this hat was sticking out of his arm, and their uniform was sticking out of his chest. Okay, and so there was all this wacky shit all over. I knew immediately that this save file was not going to be compatible, unfortunately. The upside is we get to play the damn adventure all over again, right? And that's a bonus. So the second upside is I don't have to grind this all over again. So we're going to take Dougal out of our old game. I'm going to save my character file. He's level 16, and I'm taking him with us to our new adventure. We'll lose all of our relationships. We'll lose our fiefs. We'll lose our vassalage, all that jazz. And I don't know if we're going to jump into Freelancer or not. I love Freelancer. Maybe that might be a good thing for tonight. Drink some ginger ale. I got some big fat M&Ms. Yep, and we can let our Lord, look at this. We got this really cool freaking steed, this awesome snake thing. Look at this. And so the snake was like sticking out of our head. And so what did that tell me? What that told me was, yeah, so Dougal's naked. Right, Dougal? Rock on, Dougal. Yep, he's even got my due. He's got the beard. Yep. That's Warlord in a parallel dimension. Yeah, the ground texture back there looks good. And I worked in the green industry for almost 38 years. And so I'm always looking at the ground. I spent my whole life looking at the earth. And so when I'm in a video game and I look at trees and I'm like, oh, good job. Oh, yeah, you did a good job. That looks great. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, the ground looks good. That is what the ground would look like. You know what I mean? A little more shade around the trees, but good luck lining it up. In the future video games will have it. Yeah. Rock and roll. Age? Yeah, we'll go, I don't know, middle age. Yeah. Yeah, the nose and stuff doesn't matter, obviously. So in any event, we're going to export Dougal, and we're going to use Dougal for our new playthrough. The only thing I ever cheat or fudge or whatever you want to call it is inventory management. I always open up my inventory. I don't ever cheat or fudge anything else. I don't need to. Starting scores given my backstory. I may swap out a number. If I'm not going to use throwing or something, I'll switch it with archery. But I'm even Steven and fair. But that's what we're going to keep. We got level 16, and it's not like we're level 53 or something. But yeah, for all you nanny boo-booers out there, that's the way I roll. Rock and roll. And so what a trippy freaking world. I love this world. And so let's get the heck out of here. So that's our botch save. Okay, so what that's telling me is when I loaded up my character and it showed all of our gear in the inventory section, and I had like armor sticking out of my chest and like a horse coming out of my ear, that told me that the kits and all that jazz, all the kit loadouts are going to be botched for probably every hero in the entire planet. So I'm like, time to throw that save file on the funeral pyre. And so that's what we're going to do. And so we'll get in, we'll probably join Freelancer to get some buddy points. As we all know, the king or the leader or the chief or the big kahuna, the grand poobah, he's always going to chill around his castle. He's always going to chill around his fortress, protecting his interests. And so we need to find out who the marshal is, because the marshal's always going to get action. And so we're going to be shooting up that ladder. And so we will shoot up the Freelancer ladder. And Freelancer probably goes really fast in this mod like it does in most mods. And shout out to Gorilla from Banner Page. Thank you for putting the slower Freelancer progression in your mod. All you mod devs, put that in your Freelancer mod. Some of us, I like to play Freelancer. I like to be a soldier. You know, that's what I did in reenacting. I like to be just a soldier fighting in the Lord's army. You know, I don't want to conquer the world. I don't want to be a vassal. I just want to be a warrior. I want to be a Huskarl. Awesome. And so let's delete these poor save files. Poor Black Dougal. Such wonderful art. Awesome. So let's check him out. Yeah, see, he's all messed up. That's what I was talking about. So this is what happens when you load up a save file from a unpatched version, because we have the latest, most updated version installed now, Southlands Final Edition, but this is an old save, right, without the last couple of patches. So if you guys, you can't use your old saves. I just wanted to demonstrate why I'm doing what I'm doing. Look at that badass gun. Look at that. That's so freaking cool. I love it. Oh, dude, that looks like me every freaking morning. Yep. We got the boner hat. Look at this shit, Martian boner. Now this is just badass. That's like some serious lizard Mayan stuff. Look at that, that's wonderful. Such good work, guys, such good job. Look at that. Oh, it's so sweet. Awesome. The menus and everything, I love it. Looks super. Awesome. Man, I'm expecting some freaking Jimmy Buffett to start playing any moment now. We got to put some Jimmy Buffett in here. So I started playing Larn. Larn was our beast man, and we were in Freelancer fighting for the beast men. Oh, they're so freaking cool. You're like this giant werewolf Sasquatch, right? And those saves are not going to work with our latest version either. But that was a heck of a lot of fun. But then I saw the skeleton pirates. And I was like, oh, it's got skeleton pirates. That's cool. Let's play the skeleton pirates. And then I saw it's got Egyptian skeletons. Holy shit, I want to be an Egyptian skeleton. And I saw they have samurai, and I was like, oh, dude, I want to be a samurai. And then they got these crazy evil dwarves and shit. And I'm like, oh, they got evil dwarves. So there's like something for everybody in this. Let's check out the world. Yeah, now this is old. This is broken. This is old. This is old broken save. So we're gonna be kicking it down here in the blue with all of our skeleton brothers. And in our last playthrough, we started conquering all of this. And we haven't explored all this land. Look at all this wild, awesome fantasy adventure. Yeah, it looks really cool. You know, I was thinking about doing a little mini mod sometime, and I think I'll just have to surprise you guys. But all of this will look totally different. Great Horn, look at this cool freaking world, man. Look at the mountains, look super. You know, I'd sure like to see you guys stretch that map out to the edge of the screen so we don't see Valhalla right there in front of us. See that swirl? I told you it's all true. The cow licking the salt, everything. Ganunga Gap, been there, done that. I'll send you a postcard. So this is another dead save. Goodbye, Dougal. We're gonna miss you, Dougal. That was fun, that grind. Oh, you grind. Bye-bye, grind. Bitchin'. You see how that red lit up? That's nice, huh? Nice, good job, you guys. Awesome. Put this stacked in the center. Stacked. Shouldn't overlap the menu, that looks poor. Where we at? Our options are all groovy. Our options are all good. Let's see. Custom battle, I'm curious. Oh, look at the freaking dwarf, he's awesome. Rodrigo, Usiatra, Egan, Conrad, Svera. Yep, Svera I think was the very first character I ever fought with in the quick battle. And of course I'm gonna pick Svera, right? Rock and roll. Empire of Sigmar. We were hanging out on Sigmar's channel today. Sigmar had the most beautiful sunset going on. I think he's over in Austria. Man, that was nice. Thanks for that sunset, Siggy. Svera. Empire of Sigmar. Awesome. Borislav. Oh, the originals. Gamara. Oh, you poor thing, you. Nipplerod. That's him. Ah, she's the best. Rock and roll. Argo Senar. Rodrigo de Braganca. I want to change my name. Yeah, we're not going to jump in. That'll probably get all weird. So did we delete all this? Yeah, we deleted them all. Rock and roll, so let's go, go, go. Look at that beautiful piece of artwork. I need somebody to come over and help me set up my art area. I'll be doing more art than gaming. Boy, that's a wonderful piece of art. I'll draw that for you guys. Come help me clean off my desk. I'll draw that for you. I'll give it to you. It'll be worth $2,000 when I'm dead. Before you can start playing the game, you must create a character. Nah, I want to be invisible. Dun, 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 dun. When I first saw this, I was like, wow, really? Really? You gotta be kidding me. Look at all the options. Options, options, options. It's like pizza, taco, sushi, and fried chicken. Halflings. Skaven, dwarf, skeleton. Yeah, skeletons. I don't want to do anything different. We're doing skeleton. Because I already got a level 16 character. Larn, our Beastman character, I think Larn got to like level 7, maybe level 7, 8, or 9. But boy, the Beastmen were a trip. Look at all these cool options. Vampire. No. Halfling boy. We could be Bilbo. Yeah, we'll put the diplomacy mod in here. We'll be Dildo Baggins. Yep. We're going on killing the enemy. With sexual innuendos. Chaos. You can be chaos in fucking incarnate. You can be Cert himself. Holy shit. You could just be chaos. No shit. Just chaos. I'm just chaos. Hello. I'm just chaos. I'm chaos. I'm gonna introduce myself as chaos for the next 3 months. Say that word and only that word for an entire day. No matter what. That's all you say is chaos. That's how you respond. Chaos. You start a sentence, chaos. The whole sentence is chaos. That's a chaotic day. Where are we going next? Skeleton baby. Oh, a Tomb King. Ah, we gotta be the pirate though. Yeah, Black Dougal's a pirate. You select one of the skeleton origins, you'll become a Tomb King. Oh, that's so cool. I had no idea what a Tomb King was. I didn't know anything about this. When I first started playing this, I was totally blind. There's still a lot about this I don't know. And if I want any backseating, I'll ask. Tomb King though. Dude, you get to be freaking King Tut Skeleton. That's freaking so awesome. Yeah, we're gonna continue our pirate campaign, get ourselves a fortress, take over a good spit of land, and the goal is to get a ship and have some pirate battles on the ship. Right? The Brotherhood of Pirates. You are born in the Brotherhood of Pirates. They have no set borders, but rather whatever land they can take for themselves. The pirates follow the code. With each other, but concerning others, they lie, cheat, and steal whatever they can. Hated by all, the pirates have to be calculated and clinical in their endeavors, and as a consequence have some of the smartest and most charismatic leaders in the world. Time for you to take your fill. Our father was a gardener. I love it. I love it. A drunk. A cook. Awesome. Captain, navigator, swashbuckler. Captain. Because I think that's going to probably, I would imagine that's going to give us a royal vassalage option with a banner option. Chick, chick. I just got to have the hokey freaking music in here. I do. This is my main menu music I made. I've only modded the main menu music and the main menu graphic, and that's it. The rest of this is fresh out of the box Warsword Conquest. And gracias Warsword Conquest crew, you guys did such a wonderful job on this mod. And your WSC works the best. Your father was captain of a small but successful galleon, which mainly operated in and around the shores of Araby. Some of the richest cargoes you could find come from Araby, and your father wanted to take full advantage. It was tough work, as the Araby corsairs are lethal in defense, and many times your father would drop cargo overboard in order to lose weight and flee successfully when the enemy was too much. Smart man. Lived to fight another day. He'd come back with bigger guns and a flamethrower and an elephant. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could talk and walk and chew and spit. With multiple sclerosis, I can't walk and talk and chew bubblegum at the same time no more. But I can do cartwheels. You spent your early life as gunsmith, mercenary, grave robber. I love it. It's all a surprise for me. This is our melancholy moment just for you. I mixed this a while ago. These tunes. Wanderlust is the true answer. A prophecy that's even better. Lust for money and power. A blood oath. Blood oaths last forever, Uhtred. Blood feud, blood feud, blood feud. Blood feud has to be one of the most common phrases used in Cornwell's 13 books, The Saxon Tales. Blood feud. Why isn't there a band called Blood Feud? That's a badass name for a freaking band. Blood Feud, you shitting me? Blood Feud, Uhtred. Blood feuds last a lifetime. Blood Oath. Blood feuds. In my religion, we are forbidden from turning the other cheek. We are commanded to feed our enemies' heads to our dogs. And that's not just history, folks. It's what some kids call a satro. Never back down. Being forced out of your home, not likely. Wanderlust, or lust for money and power, is true, is my true choice. But prophecy, that just sounds so cool. And a blood oath? Blood oath. Prophecy. Prophecy. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. The bathroom was getting really dank. It was so unlike you. What changed? We ran out of toilet paper. Are you going crazy? Not likely. Dr. Habugger says I'm not crazy. I'm just a little bummed out once in a while. Have you lost your ability to reason? Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes when I'm feeling MS mostly sexy. Sometimes I can't reason. Just depends upon what you decide MS stands for at that very instance. Or maybe, just maybe, the soothsayer. We should have named my daughter's middle name Soothsayer. Yeah, Sage Soothsayer, Sayer was right, and your destiny was to go down in history as one of the greatest leaders of the age. Bullshit. You never listened to such prognosticators like this before, but something captured you. Something captured, I think it was an octopus. And you felt compelled to change your life direction. Yep, swim up and towards the shore. Only time will tell if it was for nothing. Become an adventurer and ride to your destiny. We're gonna ride on our cannon. Probably gonna have some geezer come out and freaking chop at us. We're importing my character. I'm importing Black Dougal. We'll go through this, the character setup. Realistic, no quitting, rock and roll. You guys might be able to Google that name and pull something up from the good old D&D days. I can't remember whose character that was. Yeah, I was reading some Adventure Times in old Dragon magazine. Sometimes I share the wormy comics from Dragon magazine on our Discord. Level 1, we're gonna shoot back up to level 16. And then we'll get into Freelancer and we're gonna go shoot some gunpowder. Can't have Saturday night without gunpowder. And you guys make sure you tune in July 1st at 8 a.m. And we will be outside firing the very first shot of the Battle of Gettysburg with my Enfield. Every year. Freaking million people watch that. Right? So the three of you here on Twitch, thanks for joining me. When we fire that gun, I won't be able to keep up. We'll get out and see some artillery this year, boy. We're going to be out in the battlefield this year. Yep. Awesome. People are going to be asking me, why you got a Norwegian flag on your wheelchair? Because we weren't here. So yeah, this doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm going to import Dougal anyway. That's a little off. This is off. Why is that off? What's up with that? Come on, dudes, fix that menu, man. Little spacing right there, a little padding. So many options. Look at this. Mana control, magic power. Never seen this in a Warband mod, right? And granted, this isn't new to me, but this is a refresher. It's been a while. I can still remember what year I was born. I can still remember the very first birthday gift I ever got, I think. It was a beating. Cool stuff. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna mess with this. It just doesn't even matter. Yep. Yeah, because we're importing Dougal anyway. Yeah. Hot diggity boom boom. You look so good. I bet you, oh, look at, we changed the skin. Look at, you just changed so much, didn't you? You dirty, dirty wharf rat, you. He's a dirty wharf rat. Yeah, you are. Look at that badass stash. Rock and roll like Chico and the Man. You guys ever watch Chico and the Man? I compel you. Look at that. That's a nice beard. I compel you to watch an episode of Chico and the Man. You'd be glad you did. You might find that on YouTube. Tubi TV. Dude, come on. Give me the big beard. The big beard, buddy. Now I'll import my character and we'll get our stats, but it's not going to give us the same face, Jazz. Nah. It should, but it never does. Oh, come on. We got to get a better beard than that, sunshine. Is that the best beard we got? That's a decent beard. Come on, thicker. Yeah, thick. Thick beard. Nope, we messed up. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, nope, nope. Where's that big fat one? Looks terrible. That might be as thick as we're gonna get it, huh? That's always the coolest. I wish the beards were a lot bigger. Yeah, he looks awesome. Freaking samurai do, right? Samurai skeletons. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's our Dougal. Yeah, the nose and the head and shit's not, this doesn't matter. We'll be middle-aged. All right, cool. Awesome. You live in the old world. I do. I live in freaking Pennsylvania. There's horse poop out in the road. That just means our water is nice and clean. It does. The Amish don't pollute the soil here. The Amish don't pollute the water here. Lands torn between rival kingdoms and races battling each other for supremacy. And a haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, and glory. Wishing you good fortune, my friends. Make a good memory today on Sunday, each and every one of you. You take a deep breath and consider your plans for the future. Shit, we're gonna get a ship. There better be ships in here, man. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna burn down every castle they got. You could be a mighty warrior, a merchant, a mercenary, a tournament champion, a wheelchair sumo lord, maybe even a king of cake. Chocolate cake. Whatever your destiny, whether it be 1, 2, or 3 donuts, maybe all of those things you will need to be assertive, fearless, and talented in the arts of eating chili dogs. So prepare yourself for the adventures that lie ahead. Your destiny is in your hands, and unless you have the strength and skill to succeed, will just be another coffin nail. Bump, bump. This world, if you've never played Warsword Conquest, this world will surprise you. It surprised me. It's like, wow. Good vision, guys. Awesome. So where the hell are we going? Grom Peak. Grom Peak. Bloodhorn. I love it. Kingdom of the Dwarves. Yep. Stay tuned for some Lord of the Rings. We'll be playing Lord of the Rings again within the week. This week we'll be firing up Lord of the Rings. Brand new playthrough. Mount Vanir. Where are we going? Oh, the Wood Elves. They're going to be delicious. Undead Pirate Kingdom, Swamp Town. Beastman Domain. High Elf Lizard Man Kingdom. Lizard Man. Oh, man, they're so freaking cool. Kingdom of the Dwarves. I thought there was a couple of different kinds of dwarves. In the Empire. The Empire. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Darth Vader. High Elf Kingdom. Bitchin' Undead Pirate Kingdom. Let's go. So, Black Dougal is reborn. We'll import Black Dougal. We're groovy. Level 16, right where we left off, but we don't have shit. We have nothing in our inventory. Our inventory management is, I fudged that to 10. Everything else is groovy, just like we left off in our last playthrough, with the exception of we now have no relationship points with anybody in the world. We have no fiefs. We have no income. We have no businesses or enterprises open. We have no relationship points with towns or guild masters, and we lost a dozen companions. And so here we are. So hopefully this is the final version. Awesome. Rock and roll. Let's see what they gave us. A freaking dude. Now, can I use 2 falchions? Can I use 2 falchions? Let's find out. Hello, Swamp Town. How much? I got 22,000 gold. Buy some gear. We're probably going to join an army. What is our... Yeah, we must not have picked the... Yeah, we only have a 50 renown, which tells me that we did not choose the royal lineage background story. Because I don't know what those were. Right? When it said, what was your father? That was that deciding factor. As when it said your father was and I saw a captain and swashbuckler and a few other really groovy, awesome choices. Look at his shirt, it's all nasty. And what I thought captain would be rock and roll, man. That's awesome. Like little Shirley Temple, and her papa was a ship captain. And I never forgot it in that old black and white film. And her father said, I teach her botany and the Bible, and that's all she needs to know. Awesome. And so we didn't get the royal lineage background. I chose ship captain, so that is not the royal lineage background, and that's fine. We can always pick a banner if we want to, right? First and foremost, and I always space on this, over the last 10 years with Britain Walda. Until you get into a battle and all of a sudden you're totally fatigued in like 2 seconds, and then you're tripping backwards and you can't hold your shield and you're like, oh, I didn't go into the settings. Holy shit, it's like set to super hardcore realism. Where a sneeze will knock me down and I'll walk backwards and trip over my shoelaces, right? So let's go ahead and check out the settings. Bang. We spawned. We did not get mugged like we usually do, right? When you get kicked right into Swamp Town, you hear a sword rasping from its sheath. Well, not in Warsword. And so that gives us an opportunity to go ahead and look at the camp menu and let's check out all the settings. Auto loot, I never use it. I've never used it. I've never even looked at it. Yes, enable diplomacy, battle continuation. Wait a second. Yes. Increase low AI, low economic. I don't want that shit changing every freaking day. Okay, so AI changes. What that means is politics. That means diplomacy, wars, peace, doling out fiefs, that all of that in those algorithms. That's what that is. AI changes, economic and behavioral changes, same thing. It falls into that whole category. I put that, for me personally, I don't like a lot of changes. I like my world to progress and evolve slowly, so it gives me time to adventure through these tail worlds, right? So I don't want the skeleton kingdoms to disappear in a week. You know what I mean? So that's why I always set that to low. Prejudice level, default, doesn't really matter. Default is fine, current level is high, current level is default, current level is off. I could care less, I could turn it off. I will never put it on high. If I'm playing a historical mod, I will set it to its historical settings. And history, as unfortunate as it was, I like to reenact in these games, engage in a little, what people call RPG, I would call living history. A little bit of chicken for you and me. Disable NPC complaints. Wait. I hit the wrong button. Come on, fingers. Level is off for prejudice. Turn prejudice off. I don't really care. I don't want it high though, so I guess I do care. Awesome. This always throws my brain off. Enable NPC complaints, disable NPC complaints. I don't care. It's going to be interesting. The only companions I'm interested in keeping are my skeleton companions. For now, we'll see what happens. But this always throws me off with the disable, enable, disable, enable. How about checkboxes? On or off? Yeah. Disable NPC complaints. Low, low, low. Currently enabled. Currently enabled. Enable NPC complaints. They're funny. Yeah, let's hear what they say to each other. I pay them to fight. I do not pay them to engage a personality contest. But if I'm going to pay them, the upside is let's get some entertainment value out of it and listen to the goofy shit that these companions say about each other. Yeah. Burst's menu. I don't know what that is. I looked at that before. I can't remember what it is. Change Warsword Conquest settings. Let's check it out. Awesome, awesome. Charge on death. Large battles. Not yet. Auto loot. Cheat enable. We don't need it. Wait time multiplier. Wait time multiplier should affect my speed on the map, and I usually turn it down. I like things to go slower on the map. I think I had it on 1 before. Like wait times, camp times, so the menu's not running so fast. Hey, Shooky. Thanks for the raid. Welcome and welcome, Raiders. You're in here for a special edition of a Warlord sort of first look at Warsword Conquest. Warsword Conquest is a modification for Mount & Blade Warband that takes place in the Warhammer universe. Thank you for the raid. Thanks for being thoughtful. I looked in on you earlier. And welcome, Raiders. How was your game? This is a very interesting story. I've been talking, looking at everything. And so this is a brand new playthrough. The only things that I have modded in this are the menu music that we are listening to and the menu graphics for this adventure as a skeleton pirate in the world of Warsword Conquest. Good to see you, Shooky. I'm looking pretty good, huh? Yeah. Practice for a run tomorrow, right on. Awesome. Yeah, this is very different. And so it's a very long story that I was sharing. Okay, and it starts with Warsword Conquest, Warsword Conquest Southlands Edition, Warsword Conquest Southlands Edition Final Patch 1, Final Patch 2, and here we are. And so you mentioned grind, and so I'm not grinding my character again to level 16. Top end level for Mount & Blade Warband games are usually in the 60s, 62 or something. But I've had to start a new playthrough, and it's giving me the opportunity to do another Warlord first look, sneak peek, first look, and this will be on my YouTube channel, and my first looks are usually pretty popular. I love to look at these. I love to look at what these people create and these worlds that we get to adventure in, and it's so trippy. And I don't know a diggity doggone thing about the Warhammer universe, okay? And granted, we've been playing this online through its different evolutions of patches and patches and patches over the last 3 years, but I loaded up 3 save games earlier today, and they were not going to work with ancient Chinese isn't the same as new Chinese. You know what I mean? And so the save games are not going to work. And I demonstrated just before you came in what happens when you try to play an older save game with the newer patched version of a game. So there was some really trippy, funky stuff going on that I was sharing. How was your stream? Hey, it was good. On the grind. So you're going to be doing something cool tomorrow. And I saw you lurking. I gave you a shout out. And thanks for lurking, Shooky. I'll start chatting with you when I'm sitting here drinking coffee, but I'm not streaming. Yeah. Yeah, man. Warsword Conquest, baby. Yeah, this is it's such a trippy world. And one of the upsides is it's very new to me. And what we're playing tonight is something that I have not, Warlord has not polished. I haven't done really much to this. I did the main menu graphic and just the music we're listening to. Main menu music for the game. And so usually when I'm playing something that's Tale Worlds or a mod for Warband, it's something that I did a lot of work on. Dude, I'm sorry I didn't get to see you play. I love miniatures, man. I miss painting miniatures. Thanks for the idea. Thanks for the inspiration, man. Thanks. That's cool. Thank you for mentioning that. You just brought back some nice memories and shit. I'd love to paint some miniatures again. Maybe we'll do that on live stream. You want to paint some miniatures with me? Shooky, if you were going to paint some miniatures, what would you paint? What would your miniature be? Right on. That's cool. Yeah, some friends that stop in the channel now and then. Some friends who stop into the channel now and then have told me some interesting facts because they're very keen on this universe. And they said that our friend Gucci, my racing buddy, and Gucci, shout outs, I hope you're doing okay. I haven't seen ya. Gucci's the Drift King. Gucci said that there has been more lore written about this universe than I think any PC game in history. That's cool. Amiibo customization. Right on. Cool. Hey, thanks for putting a smile on my face, man. It's good to see ya. This is all kind of new to me. It's Warband, but it's a universe that I'm not familiar with. And I've met some good friends playing this mod here on Twitch too. Shout outs to you guys. Yep, welcome to the Ship of Fools. Oh man, no one in the, thank you. Thank you for sharing your ESP. There's so much in this, magic. There's no magic in Warband. The Tale Worlds, there's no magic. Until this here. And now there's magic. Now there's spells and there's potions. That's pretty cool. Because boy, I would sure like to have, and most of these mods that you see me play were in ancient Japan. Or were in, England as a knight. Or a Viking. Or a Hun. I love playing the Mongols. But there's no magic. Okay, but I would sure like to see like a wizard class. You can be a fighter, you can be a merchant, you can be a blacksmith, you can be a bandito. But boy, I'd sure like to see a wizard with magic. That'd be really cool. And I mean, they have them in here, but I don't think I can be a wizard. You know what I mean? I don't think I have that option. Maybe I do. We'll have to explore and see. No one in Warhammer has a good time in the world. Chindan, 100 more years of good health and friendship. Love those Godfather movies. This puff's for you. And welcome, Raiders. Welcome, guys. And Shooky, thanks for those subs. I appreciate it. And thanks for keeping old games freaking shining. That Zelda, my daughter, man, she loves Zelda. I get the upside is I get to do a second look at this, just like a first look. And this is the final version, the final patched version. Everything's up to date. And again, shout outs to you guys. Your version of WSE runs the best for me. Awesome. I run their version of WSE for all my warband mods. Shooky. You stoner. May Odin's strength protect you, my friend. But Odin don't care about none of us. He doesn't. But I'm wishing you much success in all that you aspire to achieve. Truly. Awesome. What you guys smoking? Whoa. Hot diggity dog. I gotta get that freaking mask. Are you kidding me? I gotta get that freaking rubber mask right there. Can you see me cruising downtown in Gettysburg? Thousands of tourists everywhere, right? And I got that on. I'm in a wheelchair and shit. I'll just speak gibberish. Hell yeah, it'd be awesome. I'll make you famous, man. You guys come along with me. I got a rubber mask with your name on it. Shooky, thanks for kicking it. Thanks for being friendly. And it's 12:30 here in the Gettysburg battlefield. Nice art, guys. Nice art. Awesome. Awesome. Look at that crazy freaking chaos. I love dwarves. And we finished our Lord of the Rings playthrough last year. I think at the end of the year. Last year. The dwarves conquered freaking Mordor. Kicked Sauron's ass. Yep, the dwarves freaking rule. But I still lost the Iron Hills. Every freaking time I lose the Iron Hills. I could just never save the Iron Hills. The bad guys attack it right off the bat. And boy, we got to play that again. It's just, I just want to play the dwarves. Because I'm like, yeah, the elves are cool. But I played elves in D&D for such a long time. And man, we're boring, right? And the bad guys, I don't play bad guys, man. That's bad karma. I like having karma to burn. I don't play bad guys. I don't play the nasties. I don't play the bad guys. In here, we're a pirate. It's what we do. It's our occupation. You know, we're not. I won't be attacking villagers, and I don't usually plunder and raid villages unless some enemy lord is a pest and he keeps burning my freaking villages down. Then that pisses me off. He's killing my peasants, my cousins, my skeleton cousins. And so then I'll go burn his village down. But I don't usually do dirty deeds in any of my games. Nope. Bad karma, baby. That's a fancy looking menu, Warlord. Now when you fire up this mod, y'all, the screen looks different. This is my own screen, but the music is like really epic. It's like going to a drum and bugle corps competition. So yeah, it's really epic. So I had to change this to chill for Warlord's Midnight Matinee. Ah, man. I love pirates. Bitchin'. I got to go on Blackbeard's ship, me and my daughter, when she was real little. There's a flotilla. And it was 20 years ago. We were living in Virginia Beach. And I think that this happens every 10 years. Every 10 years, there's an international flotilla. Look this up, you guys. You can Google it. Really cool. Go check it out if you get a chance. There's this flotilla of hundreds of ships, of unique ships and reproduction ships, like the Queen Anne's Revenge. Okay, was in this flotilla of like hundreds and hundreds of ships. And they go to different ports and they go all the way around the globe. And so people can come and they can check out this amazing water museum, Hollywood Water Museum. And we got to go on Blackbeard's ship and it was very small. I couldn't believe it. Those guys would be out there in the Caribbean in storms and pirating in these freaking little boats. I was like, shit. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, here we are again, Black Dougal Day 1, 6 o'clock. It's not 6:66 yet. Let's go, go, go. And so we got to get in. We got to join an army. Let's see what we were given. What did we get? We got some grain. I don't think we can use 2 falchions. Let's find out. And so I imported my character because, as I demonstrated earlier in the stream when we were doing a walkthrough of what's up with this mod, where we've been, where we're at, and where we're going with this playthrough, is that Dougal, I'm not going to grind him, as Shooky mentioned grind keyword earlier. I'm not grinding him back up to level 16, but we did go through the character creation process earlier in the stream, and then I imported my character. What did we lose? All of our relationships. We lost our fiefs. We lost our enterprises. We lost our relationships with guild masters, lords, villages, peasants. What are they called? Village elders. The village elders. MS. Village elders. We lose our relationships. We are no vassal. We don't have a banner. We're more starting over than we are skipping ahead. And so for tonight, chillin', I wanted to do a reintroduction and reorientation to this wonderful mod. And Shooky, thanks for freaking joining me for this. Awesome. Any of you guys roll in, man, go check out what Shooky's up to. He's playing some cool old classic games. Very nice person indeed. Thanks for that raid, Shooky. A re-revelation, right? A re-revelation of this wonderful mod. Look at this guy. I started out playing a beast man, but then I saw skeleton pirates, and then I saw you could be a skeleton Egyptian. I was like, are you kidding me? A tomb king? You could be a samurai. You could be all kinds of crazy stuff in here. You could be a dwarven wizard. I'm like, holy shit, this is great. What a trip. Rock and roll. So we created our character earlier. Awesome, awesome. Dude, can you tell we're related? You can tell we're related, huh? Right? It's in the genes. We're all from Tunsberg. Awesome. So we're kicking. What do we got? 2 falchions. I love the falchion. What's the length on that? The length sucks. The speed's all right. The damage is all right. It's a little heavy. Mainstay of archers everywhere. Good old falchion. Did anybody ever put a damn sheath on those? Almost everything I play here, you guys see me play. If it says warband, it's not really warband. It's community made. And the warband community, you guys are creative and nuts. Yeah. Ellendeer, best archer in the community. Handicapped guy catches himself on fire. Let's see this crazy freaking town. Let's go. The town of Swamp Town, the town of Town, Swamp Town. Don't use the same word twice in a sentence. The town of Swamp Town. To start the sentence with Swamp Town looks rich and well maintained. The walls, streets, and homes are well maintained. Well maintained, well maintained, well maintained, town, maintained, well maintained. The markets are thronged with migrants from the nearby regions drawn here by the availability of both goods and work. We got to start talking like a skeleton pirate. The rhythm of hammers and looms speak to the... No, there's no hammers and looms. Blacksmiths, ships, barrels coming off the ships full of herring. Well, I wish I had a big old jar of herring with a fork. Yummy, yummy. I disgust you guys. Business of the Artisan's Workshop. You could see the banner of Grand Arch Commodore Luther Harkon. What a great name. Of Undead Pirate Kingdom over the town gates. The populace is indifferent to you. Look at the nice color that they did on the menus. On the castle. In regular Warband, this is very sepia. In vanilla Warband, right out of the box, unmodded, this is very plain. It's very... And these guys, they juiced it up. It looks so nice. Looks like a watercolor painting. Good job, guys. Look at our evil baddie. But he's going to be our lord. He's our king. The cat down here on the right, below my cam, he's going to be our king. What was the name of that? Underworld, right? With the super hot Kate Beckinsale, right? That crazy werewolf series. Remember her dad and I forget the actor's name. He's fantastic. He's in all kinds of movies and TV shows. I can't remember actors' names. Conan. So, but that actor who portrayed her father of the vampires reminds me of this guy right here, Luther Harkin, Kate Beckinsale's dad from Underworld. Like even the face, it's like, I don't know, spitting image of the guy. Yep, in a parallel universe, that's his cousin. And so let's take a walk around, look at this. Pardon me. Magic schools, so we can go learn magic. Tournaments, quests, managed center. Managed center means that we can invest in the town. We can invest in a messenger post, which means we'll pay some cat that if the town's under attack, he'll come and let us know. Stuff like that. We can choose to build things. So we can get a ship. Thank you. Only 5,000 coin. That answers that question. We're going to be doing some kick-ass ship combat. Let's take a look at the water. Where are we at? How much water we got to work with? We can't go off the map. So we're coming right out of Swamp Town. How far can we get? We can get far. Oh, we can do some skeleton pirate raiding. Look at that. Yep, we can get far. How about up the river system? Get way up the rivers. Right? You get way up the rivers, raid these villages. It's like a Viking. Awesome. Yeah, we can get way up these rivers. Jump off, raid, jump back on the ship, take off. And then they're not chasing you across land and then they catch you. Jump on your ship and take off, they can't catch you. Cool beans. That answers that question. Ship's only 5,000. It's not like 30,000. I thought they'd be like 30,000 for a ship. I guess not in Swamp Town, right? Pirate skeletons, supply and demand. Let's take a walk around, take a look around. This is a crazy town. I remember it was nutty. Yeah, I'm not going to jump right in. We're going to take a walk around, so we'll start outside and it'll look really cool. I remember it was really neat. And this is the final edition, Southland's final edition. Rock and roll. Welcome home to Swamp Town. And our hero of the day. Our brooding, romantic, Black Dougal skeleton pirate hero of the day with this freaking bandito scarf on. That's right, we got that from Ronald McDonald. Love that clown. Willie finds out we took his shoes. Ah, Dougal. Looking good, bro. Looking good, bro. Dude, I'm sorry we lost your horse. We lost your horse, homie. We lost your horse. Oh! Oh, right in the nipples. We lost a horse. We had a skeleton horse. We had 100 skeleton soldiers. We had a dozen companions. All gone. You guys know the drill. A game gets a patch. A mod gets an update. We're starting over. But I'm not grinding my character. Yeah, welcome to Swamp Town. What a trip. Let's check it out. Super. This just blew my mind the first time I ever came in. I was like, wow, this is cool. There's my cousin. There he comes. Mo, Larry, and Curly. There they are. Yep, my cousins. Dude, you're naked. Get some freaking clothes on. I can see your junk. Oh, look at this guy. Sweet. Oh, the Bellows. Dr. Bellows. You must be Dr. Bellows. Yep, right from Bewitched. Bitchin'. Oh, man, boy, I hope we can fire some cannons. I miss fire and artillery. Bitchin'. Bitchin', bitchin'. So day one, welcome to day one of our Warsword Conquest adventure with Black Dougal. rock and roll. If you guys have been tuning in to my Warsword Conquest playthroughs the past couple of years on YouTube, here on Twitch, you guys are familiar with Black Dougal. Sexy and crazy. Yep. Never bathes, man. Never bathes. Never bathes. So what you got? What you got? What you got? This is the trade screen. Hold down Control key while clicking on it. You know what we should do? We should see... We should join the Marshal's army right off the bat. And I often do that. I often do that. Lightning strikes the sand. It creates a trippy looking vase and we sprout right out of it, right? Day one, boom, we're born. The stork drops us off down the chimney. We join the Lord's army. Day one, we come right off the skeleton farm. We go enlist. Fresh out of high school. Fly helicopters with Stringfellow Hawk and Mr. T from the A-Team. That's what we're gonna do. And if you guys believe that, bring me donuts. Look at the saber. Those are great sabers. Oh, it's one-handed in this mod. It's usually two-handed. That's nice. 32, 98, 96. I need 100 length. 100 length, boy. I'll be chopping Adam's apples every time. It's day one, and what that means is these kingdoms have probably not selected a marshal yet. So it's going to be a bit of a waiting game. We can usually tell who the marshal's going to be because it will be a lord who has a city, the highest renown other than the king, oftentimes, and with no controversy score. Tempered saber, 35, 99, 98. Now that's a blade. That's a good blade. They want 4,000 for that. And what I was talking about is if we enlist in Freelancer, our Lord will outfit us. We don't have to spend any money. We can save our money. And then we can invest in an enterprise. And then we have a recurring passive income coming in from, I usually open up pubs or a tavern or a brewery. Yeah, I don't do the same old spiel with the silk and dye. Keep it diverse. Keep your enterprises diverse. And you may indeed find that sometimes you make more money. If you do all silk, it may get buggy on you. Maybe, maybe not. Depends upon the mod. Flintlock pistols. So we're going to see what our Lord is going to kick us down. Right? That musket's 5,000. 6, 3, 3, 3, 7. And we could work our way up. Let's work our way up the totem pole. Let's enlist. We're going to start as in the dirt, in the mud, funky private, and we'll work our way up to captain, I suppose. And then we'll apply for vassalage. Yeah, we'll stick with our pirate brotherhood. Once a brother, always a brother, even from another mother. But I wanted to see what he has, and then we're going to get into the... Yeah, I wanted to see. So there's no point. I've got 2 falchions, and I don't need 2 falchions. I can't use one of them to block. Now, I could set some falchions so that you can use a falchion as a shield. So that secondary falchions, you make 2 falchions, right? But you just redesignate that falchion. You mod it. You can mod your saver. You can mod your item kinds. But I can mod the item kinds file so that you can use that second falchion as a block. So you're like fighting with 2 swords. And we do that with the Star Wars Conquest mod. 2 lightsabers. Yeah, it's bitchin'. And we should do that with swords. More of that. And warband mods, all you mod devs out there. 2 swords, 1 to block. Hell yeah, that's cool. Awesome. A lot of nitrogen. What a trippy world. And then all of a sudden I look up and it's Donald Sutherland and he's pointing at me like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Look at this. This is the arena. Isn't this cool? Oh, dudes. Oh, I guess you lost, didn't you? Yeah, you lost. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Oh, dude, that shit hurts, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Oh, dude, that hurt. Holy shit, what did you do? You pissed somebody off, didn't you? Look at that. Arthur's gonna come try to pull that sword out. What a trip. Let's get in the arena and go nuts. Look at that, somebody dropped some sausages. What's shaking, Sonny? Let's back up. There we go. What you doing? What can you tell me about this town? Is the swamp town, sir? Our town and the surrounding lands belong to Grand Arch Commodore Luther Harkin. Okay, sir, what are you doing? How's life here? Not doing too bad. We must count our blessings. And that's telling us something. It's telling us the prosperity of the town with his answers to our questions. And oftentimes we can talk to passers-by and they will let us know what this town is busy producing. Supply and demand gives you an idea where to trade and what to trade. People say that it's good to be in the service of Ajag the Slaughterer. I want to be in the service of somebody named the Slaughterer. He slaughters hamburgers. He's good to his followers and rewards them with hamburgers if they work well. Smoke it if you got it. What's your trade? I take what work I can, sir. I carry water and help the merchants with their loads, or help build things if there are things to be built. Sweet. Awesome. I love the menus. They look awesome. This world, man, this world's crazy. Anything goes. I don't know what to expect. What little we've played, we were engaged in a war with another country. We've taken about half it. We had some really, really cool battles. Hope you guys enjoyed the Bears and the Giants. The Bears and the Giants. What a good football game. Let's scoot. Let's go in here and fight. Let's go in here and fight. Let's go in here and fight. Let's go die. I remember this arena's nuts. Oh, it's freaking nuts. Oh, this is totally nuts. I remember this. This was messing my multiple sclerosis up like crazy. Yeah, fighting in this shit. I'll do it once, but I can't fight on this map. Not with my brain the way it is. This fucks me up. But it's freaking cool. Look at this shit. This is so challenging. Look at this. Is nuts. I love it. This is the arena. Look at this. Oh, that's so freaking cool. Oh, you bastards are gonna die. Let's kill them. The music is so pirate epic. If you came to watch the tournament, you came in vain. We're only here drinking vodka. You should see this place during one of the tournament fights. Everyone from the town and nearby villages come here. They come for the free bongs. The crowd becomes mad with excitement. They start spitting at people. Crazy. There's an official duel every now and then, and of course we have melee fights almost every day. Let's go, go, go. Is there a reward? Howdy doody time. That's what I'm here to do. Oh shit, we're in trouble. Whoa. Oh, you bastards. Again! Again, Centurion. Again. I'm gonna kill every one of you bastards. Come here, you punk. Mind your manners. You mind your manners. Son, you just beat that guy with a stick. You're telling me to mind my manners. Oh, dude, we gotta kill these guys. Come on, let's go. Don't give me a stick, you punks. Oh, he gave me a stick. Come on. Oh! Sword, sword, sword. Sword, sword, sword. Oh! Oh! Oh, my skeleton brother. Yeah, that shit trips me out. That's like drinking a shot of Jameson. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Wow. You put up quite a good fight there. Yeah, it was something else. Whew. Yeah, I gotta stay out of environments like that. multiple sclerosis awareness message of the day. That's one of those things that you would hear in the multiple sclerosis community when we say, taking back the things we lost. There's a lot of video games, a lot of people with MS, we can't play it no more because stuff like that. It's weird. It does to the brain. So there's some games that I have had to leave behind. You earned a prize of 50 dinars. Change the name of that currency. Bitchin'. Where's the tournaments? Fukushima, Kemri, because I don't know where. And the Doom Ship. The Doom Ship. We've got to go see the Doom Ship. I've got to see what a Doom Ship looks like. I've never been on a doggone Doom Ship. Everybody's been to the Doom Ship except for me. I got to get to the Doom Ship. We got to see us, dude. We'll get t-shirts. We'll get t-shirts. Yep, we'll get some autographs. Take some selfies at the Doom Ship. Rock and roll. I want to learn some new combat skills. No, I just got my head kicked in. Oh, I got to get out of that room. Holy shit. Whew. There's some other cool tournament halls. They're just like pits, like fighting pits, like Conan fighting pits. What's shaking, Sonny? Deckhand. Let's go find out. All right. That's right. We can use this baggage and inventory here. So we get a... Usually we don't get this until we take a castle. If you conquer a castle, you get the special inventory chest. But here on day 1 of Warsword Conquest, you get an inventory right off the bat, right here in our capital city. Now what happens if we lose the capital city? We lose the inventory, or does it go with us? We'll have to find out. Nice scene, Sonny. That's cool. Awesome. Guildmaster, what are you doing? Welcome to Swamp Town. Awesome, awesome. I know what you do. I don't want a job. I don't have any questions of politics because it's the last refuge of scoundrels. The trade. How is the trade around here? Wool shortages, cheese. Ah, oh, cheese sounds good. Who wants a big fat grilled cheese? Big fat grilled cheese. Yummy, yummy. Zanri. Corona and other outlying hamlets are considered safe. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's always key. Little hints. Wealthiest town of the world is known to be Bloodhorn. Bloodhorn. We are poorer than 27 towns and richer than 28. Read that 3 times. So I will assume there is almost 100 towns probably. In Colradia. We're back in Colradia now. In terms of local industry, the most productive town in Colradia is known to be Gazlor. We'll change that to something like Hollywood. Let's change Colradia to Hollywood throughout the entire dialogue. Yeah. You just do a text search for Colradia, change every one of them with the paste key to Hollywood. Silly, I know. And then you see if the devs spot it in your YouTube videos. Shh. Colradia. Where the fuck's Colradia? We're not in Colradia. We're on Easter Island. So we met him. Productive enterprise. What do we got? Very good, sir. We in the guild know and trust you, and this is boom, right off the bat. I have the coin. We'll open up a little pub. We'll open up a little brewery or something. We'll grow some hops. We'll make some home brew. We'll get all of our fellow skeletons drunk. They'll love us to death. How much for the brewery? 278 dinars a week. There's the money for the land. That works for me. A little bit of coin. Once I do move on to getting some troops, if there's other enterprises that will make me more coin, we will open up those enterprises in other towns. Man, there is people to interact with everywhere. What a bitchin' house. I wish I lived there. I'd go fishing right out of my living room. I don't know. Let's go in the fortress. Yeah. What a trip. I'm like so curious. I'm like, all right. Let's see what's going on. Let's get his drawers wet. Somebody's shack. Trippy world. And I haven't messed with any of these textures or anything. I haven't messed with none of the scripts, none of the dialogues, none of the triggers, no items, no troops. I haven't messed with nothing. Oh, dude, check you out. You're so creepy. Dude, right on. Yeah, awesome. Skeleton horses right into markets. Because I remember when I played the last edition, I had to add that into the markets myself. Because we didn't have that. You could not get these horses in this faction. And so I added it in. And so I'm glad these guys added it in with the final version. Thank you. Because I want those skeleton horses, man. It was kind of cool. I kind of going on a quest for them. And then I thought to myself, why don't I just put them in the markets for these guys? Skeleton prison guard. Nobody's in prison here. It's day one. The war just started. So doggone, that's cool. That's super handy. How about that? We got a freaking another inventory right there. And then we got the one over there at the gate. So that's bitchin'. That's convenient as hell. And that's the magic of Warsword Conquest. Now that's Saturday night. That's right. You guys ever take a bath in a horse trough? Who's this guy? Castle Guard? Awesome. We got to get a cool hat. Let's go meet the king. You ready for this? The foliage is really bright. First mate, what are you doing? Have shadows on. Fix that right up, didn't it? Right on. Shadows on. Dude. Look at that. It's fucking... Now this is not a bug. This is magic. It's magic. The sound's getting funky. Look at that poor guy. Yep, if you ever wonder what happened to Rosemary's Baby, there you go. Look at that's gnarly. Oh, that's so gnarly. This is the best. Right there. And I'm just gonna leave this on. Yep, I'm just gonna let this roll for like the next 36 hours. You guys enjoy the stream. I'm going to bed. Enjoy the skull. Welcome to Skull TV. Oh, look at this. It's nuts. Yep, we can hire wizards. The hints. I looked at the hints, and so when we load the game, it will show us hints, right? And so in the hints, it says, "Hello, my Commodore. The Commodore's in town. Uh-oh." In the hints, it said that we can hire wizards in the pubs. Gotta get us a wizard. Oh, look at that sword. That's awesome. Look at that. Nice. Oh, that's cool. I am Grand Arch Commodore Luther Harkin, the ruler of the undead pirate kingdom and the lord of Swamp Town, and the oldest brother of the Brotherhood of Pirates. He's indifferent. He's the lord of Swamp Town. He's got 11,000 coin. 3,500 renown. That's a lot. Holy shit. Highest renown of kings is usually less than 2,000. This guy's 3,500. That means the other leaders of the other factions are going to have huge renown. And what that means is huge armies. The bigger the renown, the bigger the army. We'll see how that evens out or balances out in this mod. Awesome, awesome. And that's us, Undead Pirate Kingdom, rock and roll. Lots of vassals. I freaking love their names. Morgan Flint. James Vane. Yeah, these are all real pirate names, right on. Billy Dreadbeard. Jack Crawhawk. Errol Flynn. Oh, it's Errol Flynn himself. If you ever wonder what happened to good old Errol Flynn, Captain Blood. Awesome. Red Tooth Fargloom. Yep, that's him. So, my friend. Wait. What I wanted to see was... Who's number one? Morgan Flint. 1240 renown. 13. So, These are not organized by renown. 1237. He's got 1301, and he is the debauched. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a big old city, doesn't he? Morgan Flint has city or fortress as well. I'm just wondering who the marshal's going to be. He's not going to tell me who the marshal is unless it was listed right there and I didn't see it. It's not telling me. Let's see. Does it give it the info? It doesn't tell us who the current marshal is. We were at war with the lizard men. Bitchin'. Look at that icon. Looks awesome. Old Blood Krokagar. Oh, look at him. Holy shit, he's going to eat us. Yeah, he is. Lizard men. It just started today. There's a hole in our defenses and may consider shortly. I'm trying to find out who the marshal is. We'll stick with the king. We'll shadow the king. Because I want to see what our lord will outfit us with. What kind of gear. And then I'll add to it. Instead of going out and recruiting and starting a war band, I guess we could. We'll jump into freelancer though. I wonder, he won't give us vassalage. We've only got a 50 renown. You've yet to show yourself as a competent commander, Black Dougal. Take your sword to my enemies and prove to me that you are worthy of becoming my vassal. Arr. Right on, Long John. Let's find out. He's not going to tell me who the marshal is. I kind of have to find out inadvertently. I would say Morgan Flint likely. So let's see what Luther's going to do. And let's take a quick look at the markets. Awesome. Armors, bitchin'. Right there, boom. Musketeer coat. 53, but it's 26 weight. 25 weight. 25 weight, that's heavy. 28, that's super heavy. 25, 59 armor though, that's badass. But that's heavy. 59, boy, that's kick-ass. Bitchin'. 13,000. It's expensive. Reinforced light leather 10,000. It's gonna be worth it. We're gonna need it. Ragged pirate coat. That's 53. It's 53 armor. It's 27 pounds. Man, that weight's in the 20s, boy. That's heavy. 45 at 20. Sturdy musket coat. So our Lord will outfit us. What do we got here? With the pirate on the front. You got to have the pirate. Oh, it's just like going to Long John Silver's to get some crappy shrimp. Sturdy tricorn. Yeah, rock and roll. We'll see what our Lord gives us. Gloves. Some gloves. And whatever he doesn't give us, we'll buy. What do we got? That's a trippy hat. Yeah, that armor's heavy as hell. I mean, that looks like metal. It's plate. But the weight is the same as this fabric. Maybe it's magic fabric. It's the world of Warsword. So I shouldn't compare it to real world. 32,000, that's expensive. But yet a ship only cost me 5,000. 5,000 for a ship, but 32,000 for a coat. I thought the ships would cost that much and the coat would only cost 5,000. 53.25, that's the ticket. Yep, the blue's pitching. Ah, it's got to be Pirate GQ, man. Yep, all blue, all the time. We'll see what our Lord gives us. We just have to find out who. No horses. We can find them outside. I will have to see if maybe they just haven't populated the market yet, and I could add them in here and make sure that they show up. I'm surprised that they don't. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. They just haven't shown up yet. The wine, rock and roll, plus 10 morale, edible, consumable, beverages. Thank you. Awesome. That should be in every mod. Awesome. We should get that wine. Heck yeah, keep that morale kicking. Just because it's there. Yep. We have no bread, but we got some grain. That's a +3. The bread's a 6. Get rid of that falchion. Cool, let's scoot. Arms, food sell. Local prices. Let's go to the pub, get mugged. Awesome. 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 Ransom broker. He's going to instruct us in the finer points of slavery. Poor wretches. Captured in these endless wars. Dragging around a captive or two. You look like the type who might have a prisoner to sell. That's all I need to know. My lord. I'm no lord, I'm a scallywag. Arr, Captain, we can have the pirate's life even in death, and we are ready to scour the great sea for you. Me and 7 of my mates are ready to serve. I could just start a war band, see if we can get a mercenary. We probably can't get a mercenary contract till I got like 100 renown. I want to go join the army. Yeah, he's a companion. He's a companion. He's awesome. Look at him. Yeah, he's badass, totally. Oh, look at the nose on you, son. Awesome. Look at this. Oh, Gecko. He's another one of our companions. I was hanging out on Gecko's channel today. He's playing Mario. I'm on break. Fight your own. Freaking crazy stuff sticking out of the helmet up there or something. It's like a lizard's eyeball. Let's find out if there's any scoundrels. Pour me a drink and keep him coming. We can get drunk. We don't have any... Oh, no companions yet. Oh, let me out of the conversation. This is what I want to know. Now, the reason I'm asking him this is because he's going to tell us so-and-so has been looking for someone to work, but I watch yourself with him, though. And when he tells you that dialogue is from a certain lord, that's the lord that will give you the quest to start a war with another faction if things aren't staying heated up. If you're not staying at war, things are getting stagnant. There's no money coming in from the wars. You can always start a war that way. Keep everyone busy. Keep everyone fat and happy. For sure. Bandit hideout. Bandit hideout. That's him. Undead Captain Henri de Belleville over in Desperado. And he's a Desperado. He's been asking around for someone who might want to work because he's a Desperado from Desperado. I'd watch yourself with that Desperado, though. I want to speak with that Desperado. And so that's the cat we talked to who will give us a Henri to attack another country. Good old warband violin in the background. So nice. Cold Hard Dinars. Cold Hard Dinars. Cold Hard Dinars. Punk rock band name of the day. Awesome. So I was wondering what's going on over here. Guess they're just hanging that up to dry. Dude, you got some pig on the counter? That's not a pig, that's his cat. Right on. So we're not going to take any companions on. Not yet. What a trip. We need to find out who the marshal is. Enter the arena and get all spun out. Marketplace, Guildmaster. Oh! We're good. I think let's check this out. Nope, don't need that. Let's see if the king's gonna come out of here. Nope, he's just sitting in there. James Vane. Can we make it without getting mugged? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, bandits, shit, not bandits, shit, no, no banditos, no banditos. Let's go talk to Lord Vane. Ha! Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, it is. What a trap. Golden Sigil Bank Associate. Captain James Vane. You scallywag, you. Oh, this is such a trippy fortress. Look at this place. Holy freaking crazy. Look at this. It's awesome. These guys are some serious pagans, man. Look at the skulls. Oh, this is crazy. I love it. Well done. Good work. Bitchin'. I can see that's a problem. He's debauched. He's going to hate us right off the bat. We have a 3 with him. I guess because we're Skeleton Brotherhood. I thought we'd have a -3 with him. He's debauched. He's not telling us who the marshal is. He'll be done soon. Cool pub. Welcome to the pub. Oh, he's beautiful. Check him out. It's delicious. Yeah, I'm not taking on any crew right now. We could, but I want to fight in the army. Just got to figure out who the marshal is. So we'll wait. Let's see if this lord makes a move. See if he leaves. And time will not progress really fast at all because I turned that down in the settings. And I think we went through all the settings. Good stuff. We don't know any lords except for the king and Lord Vane. Seven right to rule. No special skills. We had some. Current effects in the player, any poison or any magic that we need to go have removed. Take a look at our troop trees for the Skeleton Brotherhood. Empire of Sigmar. The Drunk Elven Kingdom. The Scabby Underworld. We'll go for marksman and sharpshooter. First mate would be good. I don't want to be a bloated corpse or a depth guard. Shit, mate. But we join when we enlist in freelancer, we enlist in the service of a lord. We'll take this path, the bottom path, up to sharpshooter. It's up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels to go. It won't take us long. It's probably pretty fast. So I'm waiting to see if this lord's going to do anything. If the army's going to muster, then I can find out who the marshal is so we can join the army. Bandits. Let's go talk to Monsieur Vane again. Oh, so nice. Looks awesome. I won't be able to get into the feast. So he's going to Swamp Town, so we'll stick with him. When we get to the feast, we can talk to these individual lords and figure out which one of them is the marshal and enlist with the marshal. There's probably bandits right outside. Ninja freaking hideout. They're ninjas. I ain't messing with them. Love the music. No marshal has been appointed yet, so we're waiting. I'll decide on a marshal soon, and then we'll know who the marshal is, because the army will muster. They're at war with the lizard men, or skeleton brotherhood, skeleton pirate kingdom. No marshals appointed, that's what I wanted to say. Looks like a marshal's been appointed. Alright, so no marshals appointed yet. These guys are going raiding anyway. We can join in with our falchion. He will probably be appointed marshal. Upstanding reputation. At 27 controversy, he might not be appointed marshal. That'd be somebody with 0 controversy, most likely. We know that. Bill Dreadbeard might get elected marshal. It seems like everybody's mustering under his banner. Morgan Flint's upstanding, which means he will always probably join the marshal. He is the lord of that city that's way over on the border. Yeah, he's upstanding. That's good. They'll appoint a marshal soon. You march across a stretch of path which is busy with travelers and adventuring parties. Lots of traveling mercenaries approach you and your troops preparing to make. You are not tempted to buy anything, and amongst the distraction you fail to notice a halfling reach in your pocket and take some of your gold. No marshal appointed yet. They're going raiding, waiting for a marshal to be appointed. Once we get a marshal to join his army, get started on our adventure. We're still wandering the countryside with our falchion. So none of them are going to join up with a marshal. I can't accompany him. We'll stick with Morgan Flint. Bloxy, what's happening, buddy? Nice to see you. It's been a while. What's new? Nuh-uh. You're so modest, saving the world from death, destruction, and greed. How you doing, man? Good, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear, Bloxy. Good to see you, buddy. I missed you like the sun misses the flower in the dead of winter. It makes my heart melt like ice cream on a hot summer sidewalk to see you again. Napoleonic multiplayer, which one? Napoleonic Wars? Warband? I love Napoleonic Wars, man. It's freaking crazy. I love it. Awesome. I'm assuming you mean Napoleonic Wars. Yeah, right on. Yep. Yeah, I used to be in a clan. I used to play multiplayer. Played a lot of multiplayer by myself. I streamed some. You probably watched us stream some New Year's Eve multiplayer. Good to see you, man. Enjoy those freaking games, man. That's a great DLC. That's so much fun. That's so much fun. Need to play some Lego. Maybe we'll play some Lego tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, Lego with coffee. Napoleonic Wars. We have on live stream. A million times, man. Where were you? I do that all the time. Used to. It's been a while. And so we will. Thank you, Bloxy. Thank you. We will. We shall. How about that? We're trying to find out. We're waiting for the selection of a marshal so we can join the marshal's army. What's for dinner, Blocks? I'm waiting to see who the marshal is so we can join his army. If you want to get caught up to where we're at, because this is a new reveal, there's a lot going on here. But at the beginning of the stream, I covered stuff for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. Some pretty good information on about what's going on, my thoughts, And thanks for joining me, Bloxy. It's good to see you. It's always good to see you. Good to see you alive, sunshine. George Coldbane. Just waiting to see who's Marshall. Who's going to be Marshall? Are you going to be Marshall Joe Blackheart? You guys all look the same, except for the beards. Blackheart Haven, I bet. Bunch of lady killers, literally. No Marshall is appointed. Looks like we're sitting on our hands. I was hoping to be enlisted by now. I can't fight in the tournament here. Make me dizzy and shit. This tournament grounds is weird. It's weird angle. Yeah, it's not horizontal. We don't have, there's nothing going on. We're like, this is our first week of replaying this again, patched Southlands Final Edition. I guess we're freaking waiting, man. I figured it would be in the Marshall. They would have chosen a Marshall by now. It's been like a week. We're sitting here waiting for them to choose a Marshall. Let's get with it. Okie dokie. What'd you have D today, Blocks? I'm just sitting here waiting for these guys to pick a Marshall. Got ninja bandits all over the place. I still got a bunch of coin. I'm playing my old character, continuing my character from our last 3 campaigns, from the last 3 updates with this mod. I explained all that at the beginning of the stream. Burger. I'm probably going to have a burger too. Let's go hook up with... Let's hope that wasn't a bandit. Going right at us. I don't think it was. They're still in a feast. Let's see what the our Commodore 64 has to say. He's probably going to collect his rents and whatnot. I'm trying to figure out who you're going to choose as Marshall. No, Marshall is appointed. We'll appoint one already. I got to go to bed sometime tonight. Holy shit. If the king gets in a fight, we'll join the king. Yeah, we're trying to get enlisted, so I'm waiting to see who the marshal is. I'm not forming a war band or a party. We're going to jump right into freelancer, work our way up to marksman, sharpshooter. And then we'll become a vassal, we'll take a fortress. And we're going to go on a bunch of ship fights. Crazy ass skeletons coming over the side of the ship. Awesome. Scaring the crap out of them. No, huh? Nope, but thanks for telling me about it. Is that a sub mod for this, or is it a standalone mod on its own? Tell me about the Great Beast mod. Oh, for this, cool. All right. Dude, thanks. I hope it's save game compatible. It's probably not. I'll just start this over again. Huh. We can balance it. I can balance it. I can balance it in my favor. I don't do that. I don't buff my own shit. But that would be cool. I hear you though. You say it's unbalanced already right off the bat, huh? I hear ya. Dude, I didn't know about it. I must have missed it. I must have looked right past it. As soon as one of these guys says following so-and-so, he's not on a ship, he's on land. Dude, select a marshal already. These guys are never gonna select a marshal. I've been waiting a fucking week for these assholes to select a marshal. It's getting old. I hear ya. Thank you for explaining. That sounds cool. These guys are taking forever to pick a damn marshal. The war's gonna be over before they pick a marshal. They just don't pick a marshal and they get their entire kingdom taken over in 5 days. Abomination. Yes, I am. Dragons sound awesome. Polar bears, I'll make the polar bears so we can ride them. Ride the polar bears. I have to take these off my head. Agitate my brain. Abomination. I guess they'll pick a marshal someday, huh? See if they're gonna pick a marshal, because I'm about out of energy. It's getting late. It's almost 2 a.m. here. And so we did a nice second look tonight here on the Shield Wall channel at Warsword Conquest. Again, final edition, and final edition of the final editions of the final edition. Finally. Skaven Limbs. Skaven Limbs. Speed metal band name of the day. You did it again, Bloxy. Come on, Pirate Kingdom, pick a goddamn marshal. We should have just went to a city and just waited. Ogre burger. I'm gonna have an ogre burger. I forgot what I was watching on television. I think I was watching Vikings Valhalla. Is very cheesy. I think that's what I was watching with dinner. I'll have something to eat when I'm done streaming. Ogre burger. I want an ogre burger. Have you fools picked a marshal yet? Henri de Belleville? Come on. I got a 3 with him too. I got a 3 relationship with him right off the bat. And he is debauched. And he is the scallywag that will give us the quest to attack another kingdom, provoke another kingdom. Is who Henri is. So we do have a marshal. A marshal's been chosen. It's not telling me. So we'll stick with the king. Sounds loud. We'll stick with the king. Good odds of survival. The Northman movie? No, maybe I'll watch. I don't think I have. But I know what you're talking about. I'll have to take a look at it. Thanks for the reminder. I'll look at that when I'm done here. There was, I think I was confusing that with Northmen. Northmen, but that's different than Northman. Because I did watch a film called, and I think it was called Northmen. It was pretty good. Well, we are waiting for the selection of a marshal, and I'm not going to wait around another week. They finally picked a marshal, so we need to find the marshal's army. We need to find the marshal's army and enlist in freelancer. And that's what we will do, but I wanted to take another look at Southland's Final because I had a older version. I was playing Southlands. It was not the final version, and that's the campaigns that we've been playing ongoing now for the last 3 years here on the Shield Wall channel. And of course, my save games were not compatible with the most updated version. I was reluctant to start a new playthrough, but we did. So thanks for joining me tonight for a new playthrough and a second look at the final version of Southland's Warsword Conquest. Blacksea, good to see ya. The Northmen. The Northmen, I saw a film called Northmen. And Shooky, thanks for the raid. That was kind of you. Dude, I'll look at that when I am done here in Wonkaville. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. There's so many cool options in this mod. Yep. And what we were looking at just now, again, the only things that I changed in that, the only things that I changed in the mod that we were just playing was the main menu graphic and the main menu music, but everything else, and I won't mess with any of it. I like it just the way it is. And thanks all of you for being so friendly tonight. And I'm gonna make myself something to eat. And let's see if there's anybody streaming this late on a Saturday night that perhaps we can raid. Ha! Yep. There's a fun person right there. Did that not kick out? Stick around. We're gonna have hamburgers. Did I misspell that? Itchy, our friend Itchy, is playing Dead by Daylight. Itchy's up. Itchy's streaming. He's always streaming. So I'll ask you guys. Okay. Raid Itchy with me. I'll leave you guys with something fun. And I'll see you guys in the morning, most likely, and I don't know where we're going or what we're doing. But please be safe wherever you may roam. Give Itchy a high five and a follow. Yeah, he's playing Dead by Daylight. Let's check him out. See what he's doing.
He's got, you can say what he wants, but he does have some bangers.
Yeah, he does.
Like, people are like, oh, I can't completely listen to him, he's got a rap. Fuck that. I'm gonna bang fucking Gummo every chance I got.
Yeah, Gummo's one of my girls.
Who is this guy?
Okay, whatever that shit is right there, where I am completely fine until the pallet drops and then I just get my back blown out by midair, be beginners to fix that shit.
Be safe, my friends.
It was literally fine. Literally fine. Dropped the entire fucking pallet, stunned him, hit him, he went, ooh, and then my back got blown the fuck out. Hey, let's go, Warsword.
What do we buy?
How was your game, Warsword? I was checking you out. I was over there watching you. Watching you